Hello, and here's another episode on Born Again Bikes. So as you'll see, the bike we're looking at today, it is still a Suzuki, but it is not a race replica and it is not an RGV250, but it is a two-stroke and it's a dirt bike, as you'll see. And on the seat you'll notice RH, which means it's basically an RH250X, which is a Japanese market model, which is really if it was exported to Europe, it would be a TS 250X. So it's a 250cc, two-stroke, and it's a 1984 model. So incredibly, it's 42 years old, which beggars belief how fast that time has gone, but there we are. So the plan today is, this isn't my bike, this is another from one of my friends, and it's not yet UK registered, so it's going to be MOT'd and registered for UK number plate. So there's a few little jobs just to get it back on the road, and I'll run through those now. So here goes. Let's see if she'll run. She's a genuine cold start. I'll hold the exhaust for you so you know it's genuine. I've not had this bike going yet since I brought it back a couple of days ago. So let's see how we get on. So I've just taken the plug out. Don't know if you can see, but the plug is wet and it does smell of petrol. So therefore, I don't think there's any problem fuel getting through. So it must mean we've got a bit of a spark issue. So let's have a look at that. So I'm going to film the spark plug because I can't kick it over and see the spark plug at the same time, so you'll get to see it when I get to see as well. So we don't have a spark. I know the plug's new, so it's got to be something either to do with ignition. We've got a light, neutral light, so we know it's coming on. I've got lights on the bike. There is this kill switch, which it looks a bit Heath Robinson homemade. Maybe it's not, but it looks it. So I'm presuming out is off and in is on, and I had it on in, but I will try it out now. Let's give it a whirl with that kill switch out. I think it'll be off, but we'll see. So as you see, apparently the kill switch button out is on because we've had a big fat spark. So let's put the spark plug back in and we'll leave the kill switch out and let's see what we can do. I think it might run. getting fuel as we've seen. We've got a spark, nothing to stop it running. So let's give it a whirl. So I'm going to, the carb is leaking now, so I think the float might be stuck. So I'm going to take the carb off and clean the pilot jet out as well while I'm at it, make sure the carb's all right. I think that's the next logical step, because you just won't fire. There's no hint of firing at the moment. Watch this space. So I've just taken the carb apart, and quite a weird way the floats work. They slide up and down like that, which is quite odd, not seen that before on a carb. So those little brass arms in the middle, that works on the float valve, and those prongs work on those brass arms inside there. Anyway, getting distracted. So pilot jet's in there. I've got the main jet out. Main jet's all clear. That won't affect starting anyway. So pilot jet's down that first hole. So I'm going to just take that out now and let's see what it's like. Okay. There's the pilot jet, and you can see I've given it a little blow through, but it wasn't blocked. That is clear as anything. So it isn't pilot jet that's stopping it. And I did try fresh fuel as well, so I wonder if the spark is really weak. He did say he'd had the bike running, so we know there's no inherent problem with the ignition. So I'll put it all back together. So a few hours later, the carb I've had off, as you've seen on the bench. So it's all back on now. Not the easiest thing to get back on, but by the time you've warmed the inlet rubbers on the bike with a heat gun, you can get it back in. So not too bad. So pilot jet was all clear as I showed you. Everything else seems to be working. Got a good spark, fresh fuel. So here goes. Turn the fuel on. It's a lovely thing, love the yellow, ticking over beautifully now. That was a genuine cold start as well, so I'm pleased with that. Well, there she is then. So next time you'll see the bike, we'll hopefully have done the jobs. The front brake, get that working, change the tyres, really good deep clean, and she'll be good to go. See you in the next episode.